start by saying something that I tell my kids all the time. I tell them, everyone is born, we all born, and we're all gonna die.
Nobody could have predicted what happened at Irv Gotti's funeral. What started as a day of mourning quickly turned into something far more dramatic. The crowd sat in silence when Ashanti, his former artist and rumored ex, stepped up and delivered a tribute that left everyone stunned. For years.
I know you like Welch's grape juice.
Love, that's crack to me. Like, I gotta drink, and it's bad because I got like type 1 diabetes or whatever, so I'm not supposed to drink it, so it's like death, but I still drink it.
Their feud played out in front of the world. The bitterness, accusations, and messy fallout seemed like something that could never be healed. But in that moment, with the cameras off and emotions running high, Ashanti delivered a message that shocked the music world. Was it a sincere goodbye, or was there something more behind those words? Let's take it back for a minute. Irv Gotti, born Irving Domingo Lorenzo Jr., came into the world on June 26, 1970. He didn't just make music, he built a dynasty. Gotti wasn't just another producer. He was a visionary, a man who helped shape the sound of hip-hop and R&B in the early 2000s. At just 54 years old, his sudden death hit the industry like a lightning bolt. The man behind Murder Inc. Records had passed and no one saw it coming. Gotti's legacy was built on creating hits.
I'm taking a shower. I'm in the shower. You know, a nigga be creative after.
Yes.
Right?
He helped launch the careers of Your Rule, DMX, and most famously, Ashanti. Under his label, Murder Inc. produced platinum albums and unforgettable tracks like Foolish and Mesmerize. During its peak, the label was a powerhouse. But behind the scenes, things weren't so smooth. In 1998, Gotti founded Murder Inc., and it quickly became one of the hottest labels in the game. But along with the success came serious problems.
When someone is in pain, they kind of act out of character, you know, and I see a lot of feminine qualities, you know what I mean? And I feel like,
Ashanti.
In the early 2000s, federal agents charged the label with having ties to drug kingpin Kenneth Supreme McGriff. Even though Gotti was eventually found not guilty, the damage to the label's reputation was already done. Murder Inc. never fully bounced back from that storm, but even with the controversy, no one could deny Irv Gotti's influence. Lyre Cohen, a major name in the industry, once said, "Def Jam lost one of its most creative soldiers." Gotti wasn't afraid to be bold, speak his mind, and stir up drama on and off the mic. His personal life, just like his career, was filled with ups and downs, and nothing highlighted that more than his complicated relationship with Ashanti. At one point, Gotti and Ashanti were one of music's most talked about duos. They created hit after hit, topping charts and dominating radio stations. But behind that success was a toxic situation filled with power struggles, personal conflict, and public drama. For years, Gotti claimed that he and Ashanti had a secret romantic relationship. In a 2022 interview on Drink Champs, he even said that Ashanti recorded the hit song Happy right after they were intimate. His words made headlines, and people had a lot to say. Ashanti, on the other hand, had a completely different story. She didn't deny that something may have happened between them, but she made it clear that they were never officially together. "He wasn't my boyfriend," she said in a podcast interview. "And I definitely wasn't his girlfriend. He had other women in his life. So I don't know why he keeps pushing that label." She also accused Gotti of trying to control her career after things soured between them. Ashanti claimed that he wouldn't let her come to the studio to record and even told other producers not to work with her. According to her, he told her, "If you want to be with Nelly, go sign to Dirty Entertainment. We don't want you." That moment marked the beginning of the end for them. Ashanti later said she felt manipulated. She believed Gotti punished her for moving on with her life, especially once she started dating rapper Nelly. She accused him of using his power in the industry to block her from opportunities. She called him a narcissist who couldn't handle rejection and went out of his way to destroy her reputation. She even put those feelings into music, dropping a diss track that mocked Gotti's obsession with her. The back and forth went on for years, with both sides throwing shade in interviews and online. So when she showed up at his funeral and gave a heartfelt tribute, people were floored. No one expected it. Not the fans, not the press, not even those closest to the situation. Ashanti shared a message on Instagram that read, "I can't believe things ended like this. It makes me so sad. We weren't on the best terms these past few years, but as I've always said, through everything good and bad, I'll always be thankful for what you did for me." Coming from someone who publicly called Gotti a liar and manipulator, this tribute left people confused. Why the sudden change of heart? Was it a genuine goodbye? Or was it just an attempt to save face? Some believed she simply wanted to show respect. Despite their history, Gotti did play a huge part in launching her career. Others weren't buying it. They said it was just PR damage control, meant to protect her image. But Ashanti wasn't the only one with something to say. Debbie Lorenzo, Gotti's ex-wife, also shared an emotional tribute. For years, she had remained mostly silent while Gotti made headlines for his messy feud with Ashanti and other personal issues. But after his death, she broke her silence and her message had layers of emotion. "Irv, you will be greatly missed," she wrote on Instagram. "I can't believe I'm saying that. We were married, divorced, best friends, and shared so many life lessons. Everything we went through, the good and the bad, shaped me into the woman I am today." She added, "God never wastes anything. He uses everything for His glory." Those words hit deep. Was it love, regret, closure? No one could tell. Lorenzo didn't sugarcoat things. She acknowledged that their marriage had its ups and downs. She reminded people that Gotti fought his demons, even if he didn't always win. Despite their history, she gave him credit for shaping who she became. And that says a lot, considering their marriage ended with Gotti openly chasing other women and getting caught up in the Ashanti drama. Some fans praised her for taking the high road. Others were skeptical. One person commented, "Where was this energy when he was alive?" Another pointed out that Gotti rarely mentioned Debbie in interviews, yet she still chose to honor him. But the biggest surprise came at the end of her message. She wrote, "I love you, my friend." It was short, but it said everything, whether it was closure or a final show of grace. Her words sparked even more questions. As the tributes rolled in, the industry responded in different ways. Some remembered Gotti as a creative genius. Others focused on his messy behavior, legal issues, and endless drama. And not everyone had nice things to say. Rapper 50 Cent, who's known for trolling and never missing an opportunity to throw shade, posted a photo of himself next to a tombstone with the caption, "I'm smoking on that D Gotti pack. Nah, God bless him LOL." The post lit up social media. Some called it heartless. Others laughed and said Gotti had it coming after years of beef with various artists. Meanwhile, Irv Gotti's longtime friend and collaborator responded in the simplest way possible. He posted a broken heart emoji. No long paragraph. No dramatic video. Just that one image. Fans noticed the silence. Some wondered if Irv felt guilty. After all, he had distanced himself from Gotti during the label's legal troubles. Others felt the emoji said more than words ever could. Online, the conversation kept going. Was Irv Gotti a trailblazer or a toxic figure? Was he misunderstood, or did he create his own downfall? One viral tweet summed it up. He changed hip-hop forever, but let's not act like he didn't destroy relationships and stir up chaos everywhere he went. Some brought up his legal problems and beef with fellow artists. Others said no matter what you thought of him personally, his impact on music couldn't be erased. Even in death, Irv Gotti managed to stir the pot. Ashanti's emotional tribute, Debbie Lorenzo's surprising words, 50 Cent's petty post, Yarul's silent emoji. All of it added to the layered, complicated story of a man who built an empire and burned bridges along the way. Love him or hate him, Irv Gotti left a mark on the industry that no one can ignore. So now we ask you, was Ashanti's tribute real? Or was it just a well-timed moves? Was Debbie's post about forgiveness or unfinished feelings? Let us know what you think in the comments, and if you want more stories like this, raw, emotional, and real, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell so you never miss an update.